because Ukraine, once the face of NATO's fight for freedom, was about to be left out of the picture. For the last 3 years, Ukraine had been NATO's rallying cry. Every summit since Russia's 2022 invasion had centered on President Zelensky, his leadership, and his country's irreversible path to NATO membership. But this time, Ukraine was barely in the room. There was no Ukraine NATO Council, no primetime speech from Zelensky, and no grand declaration of support. In fact, when Zelensky arrived in The Hague, his first meeting wasn't even with NATO. It was across the street in the Dutch Prime Minister's residence. And neither leader even mentioned NATO during their brief remarks. The message was clear. Ukraine was no longer at the heart of NATO's agenda. Even more striking, the U.S. hasn't made a single new public pledge to Ukraine since Trump returned to office 6 months ago. The silence is deafening. Instead, Zelensky was forced to pitch European leaders directly, asking them for help building Ukraine's own defense industry. Radar systems, drone production, ammunition, not from the US, but from the Netherlands. And while Ukraine still technically sits at the alliance's table, its future within NATO put on ice. Trump's administration has quietly frozen the fast-track membership talk. There's no new timeline, no new promises. Zelensky warned that Putin's ambitions go far beyond Ukraine. But inside NATO's walls, it seemed no one was listening. And outside those walls, something even bigger was pulling attention away. Just as NATO leaders gathered to talk Europe's defense, Trump dropped a geopolitical bomb, and not just metaphorically. Days before the summit, Trump ordered precision strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear enrichment sites, claiming it would cripple Tehran's ambitions.